Have you ever pondered over the origins of our species and how we came to be the dominant life form on this planet? It's an intriguing question, one that takes us back around 65 million years to a time when the first primates were just beginning to emerge. The term primate means first rank, a fitting name for the order of mammals that we belong to. But what makes primates so unique? There are a few key features that distinguish us. One of the most notable is our opposable thumbs. This evolutionary adaptation allowed our ancestors to grasp and manipulate objects in a way that other mammals couldn't, opening up a world of possibilities. Another defining trait of primates is our forward-facing eyes. Unlike many animals whose eyes are positioned on the sides of their heads, primates have eyes that face forward, providing us with a wider field of vision and depth perception. This feature played a crucial role in our survival, enabling us to accurately judge distances and navigate complex environments. The first primates, known as prosimians, emerged around 65 million years ago. These early primates were small nocturnal creatures resembling modern-day lemurs. Over time, they evolved into a group called simians, which includes monkeys, apes, and humans. This transition marked a shift towards larger body sizes, increased brain complexity, and more social behavior. It's fascinating to imagine these early primates navigating the world with their newfound skills. Their evolution set the stage for the development of more advanced species, leading eventually to us, Homo sapiens. But the journey was far from straightforward. The path to becoming human involved numerous twists and turns, with different branches of our family tree flourishing and fading over millions of years. Each step of the way, our ancestors adapted to the challenges they faced, their bodies and behaviors gradually changing in response to their environments. From these humble beginnings, our ancestors gradually evolved, setting the stage for the evolution of hominids. This is the story of our past, a tale of resilience and adaptation that has shaped us into the species we are today. It's a journey that continues to this day, as we strive to understand our place in the grand tapestry of life. Fast forward to around 7 million years ago, the stage was set for the emergence of a new group, the hominids. Life was beginning to change dramatically for our primate ancestors. They were on the brink of a profound transformation, one that would eventually lead to us, Homo sapiens. This evolution from early primates to hominids was no overnight phenomenon. It was a slow, gradual process, marked by subtle changes over millions of years. So, what exactly sparked this transition? The answer lies in one crucial adaptation: bipedalism. Yes, the ability to walk on two legs. This was a game changer for our ancestors. It freed up their hands, allowing them to carry food and use tools. It also gave them a height advantage, enabling them to spot potential threats and resources from afar. Bipedalism was more than just a physical adaptation. It was a survival strategy, one that shaped the course of our evolution. Now, let's dive into the world of early hominids. Among the earliest known hominids are the Ardipithecus, who lived around 6 to 5 million years ago. They were still somewhat arboreal, meaning they spent a good deal of time in trees, but what sets them apart is their partial bipedalism, a sign of things to come. Fast forward a bit and we meet the Australopithecus, who roamed the earth approximately 4 million to 2 million years ago. They took bipedalism to the next level. They had longer legs, shorter arms, and a more upright posture. They were better walkers and runners, adaptations that helped them survive in the savannas of Africa. These early hominids may seem quite different from us, and indeed they were. But remember, they were the trailblazers, the ones who set the stage for the evolution of more advanced species, including us. They were the pioneers in our family tree, carving out a path in a world that was becoming increasingly complex and challenging. These early hominids were the pioneers, the first steps on the long road to Homo sapiens. Around 2 million years ago, a new player entered the scene. The genus Homo, our direct ancestors, had arrived. Let's delve into the evolution of these fascinating beings, starting with Homo habilis, the first known tool users. The Homo habilis, aptly named handyman, emerged around 2 million years ago. They were the first of our ancestors to show a significant increase in brain size, and also the first to use tools, marking a significant leap forward in cognitive evolution. These tools, known as Old One tools, were simple and crude, but they represented a major advance in the way our ancestors interacted with the world. Following Homo habilis, Homo erectus emerged and marked another significant leap in evolution. Larger in size and with an even bigger brain, Homo erectus was the first of our ancestors to look truly human. But perhaps the most significant trait of Homo erectus was their ability to control fire. This ability not only provided warmth and protection, but also allowed them to cook food, which in turn enabled them to extract more nutrients, leading to further brain growth. Homo erectus was also the first hominid to leave Africa, marking the beginning of human migration. They spread across Asia and Europe, adapting to a wide range of environments and even weathering multiple ice ages. A key trait that differentiated the genus Homo from earlier hominids was their social structure. Homo erectus, for instance, lived in small, cooperative groups, a behavior that likely contributed to their survival in diverse and often challenging environments. These social structures, along with their use of tools and control of fire, set the stage for the complex societies that would later evolve. The genus Homo, our direct ancestors, were now well established. They had made significant strides in evolution, from the use of tools to the control of fire, from increased brain size to the advent of social structures. But the journey to Homo sapiens, to us, was far from over. The stage was set for the next chapter in the story of human evolution. Around 300,000 years ago, a new species appeared on the scene. Homo sapiens, the wise man, had arrived. This was a significant milestone in the evolutionary journey. These early Homo sapiens were not much different from their predecessors physically, but they were on the brink of a cognitive revolution that would set them apart. The Homo sapiens began to exhibit behaviors and capabilities that were distinct from other Homo species. Their brains grew larger and more complex, fostering the development of advanced cognitive abilities. They started to think in abstract terms, to plan for the future, and to communicate using sophisticated language. This cognitive revolution was the game changer. It enabled Homo sapiens to think, communicate, and collaborate in ways that no other species could. And it wasn't just their brains that were evolving. Their bodies were becoming more refined and efficient too. They became better at long-distance running, which helped them hunt more effectively. Their hands became more dexterous, allowing them to make and use complex tools. But the real triumph of Homo sapiens lay in their ability to cooperate in large groups. This was perhaps their most distinctive trait, and it gave them an edge over other species. They could share knowledge, pool resources, and work together to overcome challenges that would have been insurmountable for any individual. As Homo sapiens spread across the globe, they encountered other Homo species, but the cognitive revolution had given them an advantage. While they were able to interbreed with these other species, they were also competing with them for resources. And in the end, it was Homo sapiens who prevailed. They began to dominate the landscape, shaping it to suit their needs. They hunted other species to extinction, altered ecosystems, and eventually started to cultivate the land. The world as we know it began to take shape under the influence of these early humans. And thus, Homo sapiens became the only surviving member of the genus Homo, the culmination of millions of years of evolution. So, from early primates to the emergence of Homo sapiens, we've traveled a long evolutionary journey. Let's take a moment to recap this incredible voyage. We started off with the birth of primates, a diverse group of mammals that includes monkeys, apes, and humans. These early primates were small, tree-dwelling creatures that relied heavily on their sense of sight and flexible limbs for survival. Then came the Dawn of Hominids, our own group, which split from the primate tree around 6 million years ago. These early hominids like Ardipithecus and Australopithecus were bipedal, meaning they walked on 2 feet, an adaptation that set the stage for further evolution. The genus Homo, our own group, emerged around 2 million years ago. Early species like Homo habilis and Homo erectus exhibited increased brain size and the use of complex tools, marking a significant shift in our evolutionary history. Finally, we arrived at the emergence of Homo sapiens, our own species, around 300,000 years ago. We are characterized by our large brains, complex language, and the creation of sophisticated cultures and societies. But why does this matter? Well, understanding our evolutionary history gives us a unique perspective on our place in the natural world. We are the product of millions of years of adaptation and change, shaped by our environment and our interactions with it. We are a testament to the power of evolution and the resilience of life. Yet we are also a reminder of our fragility. We are the last surviving members of the hominid family, the culmination of a long and winding evolutionary journey. We carry the legacy of our ancestors within us, and with it, the responsibility to protect and preserve our world for future generations. As we stand today, the sole surviving hominids, it's intriguing to reflect on our journey and ponder what the future might hold for our species.